All right, in this video, what we're going to do is go along with the assignment that I gave where we're going to create a book class. And in the constructor, we're going to add at least 6 properties like number of pages, author, genre, which should be an array, binding, etc. And then in the class, write at least 3 methods that will log information about the book, and then create 5 instances of the book class and run the methods. So that's what we got going on over here. So make sure everybody can see what I got going on. Okay. So I have, as you can see, my project.js file up, and let me close you up right there. All right, and go ahead and go live with this baby so we can see our work. All right. All right. So here we go. Let's start this thing off. So I'm going to say class book, open parentheses, okay. And then I have my constructor. That is the one, the method that we always start with. And let's see, I'm going to add these properties. So I'm going to say this dot pages. I'm going to set the default as 0. This dot author. Set that to be an empty string. This dot genre. Set that to be an empty array. This dot binding. Set that to be an empty string. This dot publishing company. That will be an empty string, and then I'll say this dot reviews, or this dot review, and this would be like a system of 1 through 5, and I'll start each one with a 1. So I'll say here, let's see, 1 through 5 rating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6 I got right there. So I made that. And obviously, again, I can add some more if I want to. I could say, you know, if this book is there a movie for it? Is it part of a series? Is this book available? You know, maybe this is a library, what have you. I could have all that. But I'm just going to go with this. It all works the same. Okay, and then I need at least 3 methods that will log information about the book. Oh, you know what I'm missing? I'm missing the title, huh? This dot title. What book are we referring to? Okay, so there's the title. Okay, so now I can write some methods for this book class. I'll write some others. I'll say get pages. And get pages, basically what I'll do console.log the book, and this will be this dot title has this dot pages pages. And then I'll just return. Okay. So it just says, hey, the book, whatever the book is, has, however many pages. Call one get genres. Okay. Genres can be a little tricky because it's an array. Okay. So what I would want to do is I think I want to do it like this. This works. I'm going to console.log this dot title not this dot titles, this dot title is how do I want to word this? This dot title is no, I'll do it like this. Yeah. Genre of, and say genre, put this in parentheses like so. Genre or genres of this dot title. I don't know if this will work. If let's see. Oh, I can do this. I should be able to do that. Yep. Genres of this dot title. Put a semicolon right there, and then it will spread out this dot genre. So it should list the genres using the spread operator. And I do another one, get author. Oh, let me return as well. I'll say console.log this dot title is a book written, ooh, that was terrible, written by this dot author. Return. Okay. So there's 3 methods. I could do more, but I want you to see like how we do this stuff. So writing these methods and getting familiar with this keyword, and understanding what it's referencing. Because also we can do get review. We can update review, right? We could even do that. Matter of fact, do that. I'll say update review. And this will take in a number as its argument. And I'll say here, if num is greater than or equal to 1 and num is less than or equal to 5, because it has to be 1 through 5. So if num is greater than or equal to 1, or no, that's cool. Because num has to be greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 5. So it can be 1 through 5. Yeah, that should work. Then what are we going to do? Then we can say this dot review will get num. I say return num, and I'll console.log this dot title. Well, I'll say you gave this dot title a review of num, whatever num is, stars. All right. And now they got that. Now let's see how, we'll see if this works. Okay. Let me come up with a book. I'll say var Grapes of Wrath. New book. Okay. And now what will we do? We'll say Grapes of Wrath dot title gets the Grapes of Wrath. We got pages. I don't know how many pages it is. Grapes of Wrath dot pages. We're just gonna say it's a pretty big book. I'll say 374. I don't know. Author, Grapes of Wrath dot author is gonna get John Steinbeck. Genre, Grapes of Wrath dot genre is gonna get, say, non-fiction. I'll say superior piece. Is I guess I want to say political. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on in that book. A tragedy. And I'll say social commentary. I don't know. I really don't know like what the genres of books are. I read books. I just don't know that they're just books. Binding. The binding I have is paperback. John Steinbeck is one of my favorite fictional writers. I think I may have read all of his books. I'm trying to think if there's one I haven't read. There was a period where it's like anything with his name on it, I bought it if I saw it and never read it. Publishing company, I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna say that Penguin Company. And I won't do review. I'll update review. So yeah, because it has a default of 1. So there we go. So let's see. Let's test this out. Now that I have some, I've given it some data. I could say, let's do Grapes of Wrath. I get author, and when I do that, the Grapes of Wrath is a book written by John Steinbeck, so that's cool. That works. What I do, get genre, get genres. This is the one I'm worried about. All right, it worked. Genres of the Grapes of Wrath: nonfiction, period, tragedy, social commentary. Cool. That worked. Now I could do something really strange to this. Um, I could say, I think I could do dot join and then put a comma after them. Oh no, that's not what I, yeah. Yeah, it's not what I want to do. That's not it. Cause I had to just weird. Don't want to do that. But that's what I wanted it to do. List out all of the um different genres. Okay, and now I can update review. I can say Grapes of Wrath dot update review, and let's say I'm going to give that one a 5. I love that book. You gave the Grapes of Wrath a review of 5 stars. Placow on the first try, early in the morning too. Is my head together? Kind of looks like it. Okay, so you can come up with any methods that you would like to for this. Okay, it doesn't have to be the ones that I chose. I mean, I went with something that's, you should be able to handle. Okay, and again, just applying a little bit of logic in this. You can see here with our methods, we can pass in arguments just like we would with like console.log, but passing an argument there. And I could have had like some kind of error here as well in the event that update review does not receive a number. I would probably want to do that. So yeah, I can say have right there, and I can say else. I say I'll return num here, and then I can say else console dot log error. Please give a rating between 1 and 5. Okay, so that's cool. Let me test that out. And then I'll just return right there as well. So here we're saying, hey, if num is greater than or equal to 1 and num is less than or equal to 5, then this dot review will get num. We're saying console.log, you gave this title a review of num stars, and then return num. Else, so in other words, if num is not greater than or equal to 1 and less than 5, then we'll get an error. Please give a rating between 1 and 5. So let's say if I say, well, first let me console.log Grapes of Wrath .rating now. review. So grapes.review, and you see I do get 5, so we updated it. But let's say I want to say grapes of wrath dot update review. I want to change it to foo. Then I get an error message. Please give a rating between 1 and 5. So there's an error. And then if I come over here and again log out the review, it still has a rating of 5. So the review doesn't change unless it's a value between 1 and 5. You know, if I change this to, let's say, 10, I still get that error message. Please give a rating between 1 and 5. So cool, that works. Great. Again, it doesn't update it unless the review is between 1 and 5. And if it's not, then I give send an error message. Please give a rating between 1 and 5. Okay, so cool. You see that it works. So let's pause right here on classes. I'm going to end this video, and in the next video, what we're going to talk about is ES6. So I will catch you on the other side of this. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.